Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on 3CR Community Radio every Sunday morning, 9:30 on the AM dial, 8:55 on the AM dial. And it's good morning to Three Bears.
Oh, I don't know if I'm the Three Bears or the Three Tenors, but hey, you know what? Good morning, Three Gorillas.
Well, that doesn't matter, mate, as long as they don't know who you are.
Exactly right.
And the Twin Eagles.
Morning, everyone.
Jeez, mate, you got a bit of a... What's this hat you're wearing, mate? Who do you think you are, mate?
I don't know.
Jeez, you're getting a bit... what's the Raiders?
Well,
do you know who they are?
the hair transplant never worked. So
Never worked. Did you hear about that? Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, good. You were saving that, weren't you? That was your little... Oh, good one, mate. Yeah. Well, anyway, you might as well go now. That's the most you've ever said in the Concrete Gang. You might as well hang up.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Anyway, gang, it's been a very busy week in the industry, and we've got a few things to get through. Obviously, look, there's a lot of confusion with Billy Cassie's funeral last week because the family never put a notice in the paper, so we weren't allowed to put one in for obvious reasons. The family's got to have one in before you can put in one. So they didn't put one in, so we couldn't put our one in about Billy's funeral. But it was a great send-off in the end. There was about probably, what do you reckon, 200?
Easy,
maybe more.
Easy.
250 people. The secure in the town hall. Billy Cassie we're talking about. A great member of the union, probably 35 years, I think it was, by memory. And I've got to say, one thing I'd take away from that funeral is, look, Billy's a great mate of mine. I've known his family and all his kids and grandkids and all that. But he's instilled in all those kids, and a lot of them had nothing to do with the industry, but the union's where he is. The union, the reason they got a nice house is because of the union. The reason they're having this because of the union. And that went through the whole the procedure at the funeral, didn't it? Everyone got up.
Everyone that got up and spoke mentioned the union and how much he loved it, and the family loved it. It was great. Yeah,
they didn't have nothing to do with the union. And it went right through the day, and it was... look, and the union did look after him, thanks to the hierarchy, John Secker and Derek, of course. But look, it was just look, the hard times when one of your good mates passes away and all that, and like his wife passed away, and in 1 year his wife's gone, and this is Sammy's son. He had to make a speech, and he did a very good job considering the circumstances, losing his mum and dad in 12 months. But it was good to catch up with all the boys back at the Rubbity and all that, have a few drinks and all that, so it was a good send-off.
It's brilliant the way, from all different sort of communities within there, and Billy was sort of like a leader there.
Yeah, he
and
was,
he
yeah.
instilled a lot of good values into those people, and they're passing them on generation to generation. So it's a real shame to see someone like that pass away. But it was great that we didn't mourn him; we celebrated him. That was the
right.
one thing we done.
And he's left behind a legacy, you'd say, wouldn't you?
100%, a million
100%.
percent.
Yeah. And fantastic. So, Vale to Billy Cassie and the family. But look, we had to give that a bit of a working over because it was something that we'll never forget. All right, and it goes downhill from here, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Not really. We've got the Westgate Memorial. That was a great turn up.
Yeah, it was a really good turnout on Sunday. A lot of it was really good to see myself as a young activist. A lot of the younger folk were there with a lot of the older generation that there and passing stories on about camaraderie, really. But it was great that everyone showed up and showed respect for the 35, 36 workers passed away.
36 workers, yeah. No, it was a good day. I took my young bloke down. He was 5. He made me read every one of the bloody cards on every reef, what had happened. And
Did he?
who
Oh,
died.
good on
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic,
You know?
yeah.
Then he come down the pub, took the dog in the pub and run amok, you know.
Beautiful.
So no, it was a really good day.
But I mean, look, as an older bloke, I love it. I get encouragement out of seeing when we go to funerals and memorials, seeing young blokes come and all that, and you young blokes plus your kids coming and that.
Yeah.
For me, that means that we're leaving the union in a good place and all that, and especially the passion of some of those young blokes and the young organisers we've got on. It's fantastic.
yeah,
So.
and one of the people they were driving past, they were on a bus at the time when it went down. They handed John Secker a photo as it had just happened. Like no one had seen the photo in how many years. So I think that got put up on the webpage. But
It was
amazing.
it was a real good. So you had John Secker speaking, which was fantastic. Our Starts spoke brilliant as well.
Yeah.
And a big shout out to Danny Gardner and all the guys that actually run that.
Tommy
committee.
Watson.
on the
Yeah,
panel.
Tommy Watson. Ralphie was there.
Yeah.
We were all talking afterwards and all. It was great just sitting listening to the old school telling, the stories.
Paddy, I can't think of his last name, but I'll get the. Yeah, look, it's great, and we will never forget it. And as the blokes move on, and Johnny Secker's father passed away this year, and he wrote it down. But this will be held up forever. I mean, it's a monument to trade unions, I think, because since then we've got a lot of things improved with safety, and a lot of guys that run that became organisers and officials and all that. So it has left a legacy which we will continue.
There was a few older geezers there. Blackie.
Yeah, Blackie
Stephen
was
Black.
Blackie, yeah.
We had a good chat, and me and the Eagle were standing out the back of the Pirates Tavern, and there's a morgue next door that does tours and all that there, and some woman come out from the thing and says, would anybody like to go on the morgue tour? And I'm like, Blackie, go and have a look, mate.
Well,
They're
next.
calling your number, buddy.
Oh, that's very harsh. He's a bomber, Blackie. Remember
good
that?
man, good man.
Yeah, all right. So that was a good day, and I suppose the next we could talk about is travel insurance because now. So that's up and running.
Yeah, 1st of November it'll be up and running. So
you want to give us something about it? Well, we knew that.
yeah, so it's for all the current members. If you're a member travelling with your immediate family, financial member, obviously. Yep, you ring up IncoLink, let them know that you'll be travelling, and you and your immediate family will be covered for travel insurance. So that's a pretty big
There's
win.
a portal going up. The portal on the webpage goes live on the 1st of
And
November.
it'll show what you're
gotta
covered
say
from
this,
and what you're not covered
And
from.
like insurance companies,
Yeah.
fucking wouldn't piss on them, But I think, like, when are you going to be away on holidays and you haven't had a drink?
Oh, no, that's John's big thing, isn't it?
I mean,
too,
Like, you go on a cruise, you're drunk every day.
yeah,
So what if you have an accident? You're not covered.
you're not covered.
Yeah, but I know it's not on though, because you could be out doing a responsible drinking
3 or
and
4 drinks.
just be in a cab on the way home, and the cab gets clipped. Do you know what I mean? It's not your fault.
But he was drinking.
That's another story,
Bit
isn't
of-
it?
bit of trouble then. But yeah, that'll all be going up on the website the 1st of November. So, and some pamphlets will be floating around, so we'll get them out to everyone.
And you
Just
gotta-
in
you
time
gotta-
for travelling for Christmas.
And you got to be financial.
You've got to be financial.
If you have an accident and it's the turn of the ticket and you're gone and you're not financial, what's turned over?
It's
You're
bad luck.
not covered.
So
Yeah, well, that's what happens with insurance, isn't it? It's
yeah,
no-
That's it.
you're not
no
paid
different.
up. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing to make sure you're paying you. Which brings us to the next thing, turn a ticket.
Turn the ticket. We're 3 weeks in now. There's no excuse not to be paid up and proud.
Yeah.
So unless you've made some sort of deal, sorted something out with the organiser that you've been on hard times, If you're not paid up, you're being strafed.
And I will stress this for people who are getting out of work and that they're, you know what I mean, falling on those times. Hang up your ticket. If you fall, if you fall, you find yourself out of work. Hang up your ticket. Do not let it keep rolling, because when you hang your ticket up, it pauses, and then when you come back, it restarts for you. So, and it's just a nightmare to go and clear up things and all to prove that you haven't been working and all that there. So yeah.
Very good point there, Three Bears. Now, what have we got next year, brothers? We've got the conference next week.
Oh yeah, yep. The national conference up in Sydney, of all the construction division unions all up there.
Yeah,
there's a delegation of nearly 80 coming from Victoria because we've got the most members.
There's going to be 400 there.
Yeah, 400 in total, 80 from Vic.
It's going to be the biggest conference they've had yet, from what we're hearing.
And explain what the conference is all about. It's about everyone getting together
and pretty much having a chat about where you're at and all this and where we're going to go.
It's very important, moving motions, moving forward, isn't it?
Where we stand as a union on certain things, whether it be an EBA or
where we can improve
and where we want to be headed.
You know,
and they are very, very important. And that, you know, you get up there, it's good, and it's good to be able to mingle with the officials from interstate, because, you know, with the tower cranes and all the other things, we've got people going interstate, and do you know this bloke, that bloke, and it's fantastic catch up with the organisers and discussing how they're going and how we're going, because they always hold us, I suppose, as the strongest, biggest branch in Australia, but. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much you can learn from the other. You know,
they might be doing something a bit better than we are.
Exactly, because they're definitely doing the hard yards. You know, and I'll tell you what, the boys up in Sydney, they've improved that branch by miles. You know, I remember years before they took over the branch, you'd never see anyone wearing any union gear or any flags up around. You get up there now, they're everywhere. You know, so. That's an important. That shows how proud the boys are of being in the union and all that. So little things like that, big steps, you know.
And it's just solidarity. It's great to see that we're all still united together, pushing for the same goals. And big shout out in WA to the Perth. Boys, the SRG, right? They were out in the grass for 2 weeks almost, and they got their EBA up.
Yeah, and the boys over there doing it tough over there. They've for a while. But they're still putting the shoulder to the wheel and keep going, and that's the only thing you can do, keep going. And
they're getting some good wins over there too. I think they got 10% straight off the bat, you know, just to get them up, and then fives and fives.
They've got a big journey in front of them, but they're on the right road, and it's fantastic to see them actually really getting good wins in there.
And I think South Australia's improving. I think they've got some memberships up 1,000. Is it 1,000?
1,000 members,
which is
1,200, I think they're getting close to, and they're getting bigger companies signing up all the time, you know.
Yeah. And Tassie, we had a report from our old mate down in Tassie.
Did we?
Yeah.
Where? I wasn't here.
Oh, mate. You were probably snoring again. I thought the air conditioner was playing that, but you snoring, was it?
They're getting an AFL club, so they're going in the right direction.
I was on a shitbox AGCO job. I got there late, I think.
Oh, yeah, of course you were.
Yeah.
So anyway, they've got some big jobs over in Tassie, and things are improving there. So it's all on the up, and we've got a lot of work coming up here too. So things are improving. So that's what we want. We might cut to a track. I don't know what our little old soldier behind the dials has got organised, but hopefully he's got one by Rose Tattoo.
We'll never weaken, we'll give it our best.
And that's us on the Concrete King, boys. We can't be beaten.
Nah, mate.
Hey?
Most committed wins, mate.
I'll tell you what, music's improving. I don't know what it is. But
musical directors having a couple of days off and things are looking up.
The MD's away and, and the brothers will play. You know.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it was a good one from Rose Tattoo. We all know he's a rat. We all know that, but
the song's a good song.
Song's a good song. Thanks, brother. All right, we got what we got here, boys. We got Vesta.
Oh, Vestas, yeah.
So give us a report on that one. That's down the docks, isn't it?
Down the wind farms of Rokewood past Geelong. I was out there the other week. Mate, the safety out there is virtually non-existent. It's a $1.9 billion job. No one manning any gates. You can just drive in, drive out. Cranes everywhere. The amenities are fucking shit house. They say they're working on one turbine. You know, they could be 4 or 5 k's away from their compound.
And the toilet?
One portable toilet. You know, for about 30, 40 blokes working in that area. The water, they got fuck all water. They got to fill up their containers. We put ice in them before they come out there. It's just, mate, this is a worldwide company worth billions and billions of dollars, and it's shocking. You know, shocking. And we were out there. They were going to have chats with the organiser and then the national secretary, but they had a chat with him Monday or Tuesday. They'd already awarded the job to an AWU company. So it was just a waste of time for everyone, you know. And they went with it. It was a interstate mob, a Queensland company. They've got a shocking health and safety record. It was that bad they had to change their name so the record wasn't. And
we wonder how they could bring a Queensland company down here and do it, because they're not paying the right wages, health and safety. It's all second rate, because there's companies down here that obviously do that work, but you have to pay the right rates and right conditions.
Right conditions. Right. So, it's going to be another shit fight. And there's companies out there already doing a bit of work like Simmel that do pay everyone right and try to do the right thing. This is government. It's the turbines. So they need to step in.
But I thought it might could have been private.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a shit fight, you know, and they're just wasting everyone's time at their Vestas. So we'll be out there spending a lot more time down there over the next few weeks, I'd say.
Yeah,
you know?
Everyone's like, there's that much piece of the pie to be given around. There's plenty for everyone. It's just sheer greed at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't even give the workers basic amenities, and you know, if it wasn't for the unions, what would they have? You know what I mean?
They had no rescue procedures, absolutely nothing in place. Yeah. One rescue procedure was with the crane and the stretcher, but the crane wasn't there.
Or the stretcher.
The stretcher was actually 6 k's away from where they were working. So
mate's running on foot to get the stretcher.
Yeah.
He's broke his ankle on the way over to get the stretcher.
He's running through snake.
So then we had other mate got bitten by a snake.
Snake-infested fields, to get the stretcher. That's where
you'll have to suck the poison out. Looks like you're going to die.
And then they just put all the safety onto the poor subbies. You know, they're taking no responsibility for anything as usual.
Mate, it's cruel. It's cruel. Like people listening this must think we're joking. Because talking about safety, I had the pleasure of going on a mini-con job during the week.
Would have been a pearl, wouldn't it?
It would have been grouse.
For you people that don't realise, so we got Icon, who's an EBA contractor, legitimate builder, and they had a mini-con who do the smaller stuff, the non-EBA stuff and all that. Well, we went on their job, and on Thursday, mate, I've never seen it like it. They had no. Well, for a start, we wanted to get to the job, but we had trouble getting the job because the access ways, but no proper access ways, no ladders, no proper pathways, no ramps, no nothing. And then we said, this is no good. And to the first deck, there was only one ladder, so there's about 50 blokes on the job. And then we looked at the amenities. They had 2 sheds, small sheds for the blokes. And I'll put my head in there. They had computers and plans on them, so whether they're for the blokes or the bosses or the pitch and tosses, the shiny asses, you know. But and then so we're sort of going to work our way through it. Then they had a panel truck there, which had as you know, we had a big campaign years ago that Ralph was involved in, and putting in between the 2 panels on the truck. They'd put a walkway in the middle so the blokes could jump up, walk along the walkway, and be able to hook the panels up. But then they found a way of putting the walkway on a hinge so they could lift the walkway up and put an extra panel in the middle. So there's the safety gone. And obviously this panel truck had one of those there. We can go on and on about the first aid, the toilets, it was disgraceful. So obviously we sent the blokes home, but they were a little bit upset about all that. And plus the worst news we heard all day was they reckon that's Minicon's last job.
What a shame.
They sacked the director or the big beef and big chief, and he's gone, and it's the last Minicon's
best news we've heard in weeks.
I wish they'd have stopped it about 2 months ago before they started this job. We want to see it. Yeah. So they're all out there preparing all the, getting things back to scratch, but let's hope they do. But it's just to see what goes on, and it's like, you're 5 seconds away from a real bad accident. Those jobs,
Yeah.
Sometimes you're lucky you get there, So that was Minicon, and then there's ADCO.
ADCO, they just keep giving, don't they?
The gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, we had a meeting with them last week, fixing some problems. Nothing's been resolved with payment for subbies and all that, and then they just don't want to take any responsibility on themselves. They don't. And then they had the audacity at the meeting to ask if they could work the RDA.
And not to mention the 3 foot of silica
it took
dust.
3 days to clear up the silica dust on the job. So
3 days.
3 days. So, and it took them about 2 hours to actually go find their silica policy to see what it was. So they didn't even have a silica policy. It's fair to say.
When you opened it up, it said good luck.
Yeah, that's right. Good luck.
Return to sender.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Didn't have anything. No appropriate backs. Nothing. Their excuse was, it's open, so it doesn't really matter. Because it's open, the silica dust is blowing around the floors.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the other thing.
Their head honcho comes out from safety. We can wet it down, dude. They had just had absolutely no procedures in place.
That's a concern because we've got my brothers, getting silicosis in the late 20s and that now.
Yeah.
So look, that's a major concern, and plus,
and they do a lot of government work too, which really pisses me off.
Caulfield Grammar.
Yeah.
So if you got your kids going there, I'd be worried. But anyway, that's just me. So and also we've got problems just left me in mind. That's right. We spoke about the rush to Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, they want the facade mobs to work night and day, and weekends and radios and Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, mate. Unbelievable. So it's already starting.
So they're blaming the subbies for their bad management on the job.
Yeah. What are we? 3 months out? 2 months? 3 months out.
Yeah, 3. It's a bit early.
And it's starting already. So that'll be our fault too, I suppose. But anyway. What else we got? We've got
Kane is still playing up.
Kane, your mate. How's your mate Billy Barrett?
Ben Barrett, yeah.
I call him Billy Barrett. He used to play for
Mate,
Richmond.
the latest is, the job's sort of coming to an end, so they want to move the dunnies and all that too early, but they don't have enough. They don't want to bring in any more urinals, so they're not going to have the appropriate urinals for the blokes. That was their excuse, so that's not going to happen. It's just they just don't want to do anything right. And he seems to be spending a bit more time down the road in Frankston, which is starting to go the same way as Mount Eliza. So he might be the common denominator of these things,
Benny Barrett.
Yeah.
The 2 Bs.
The 2 Bs, the double Bs. No good. Yeah.
And we also have had the Turner ticket, which we are flying. I think we're going to have the most members we've ever had the way we're going. Well, not ever had, because I think we had 40 once, but we're up around 35.
Which is good.
And building.
Considering,
the
city's slowed down a bit.
Oh, 3 bears. He's got 3 tickets, hasn't he? 3 bears.
Yeah, 3 bears, 1 for each personality.
I will say on the point of dodgy builders, BMD were awarded a government job out in the water treatment plant out in Werribee.
Oh, yes.
Oh, mate. Jimmy Harris was out there the other day with a gang of boys just having a go over, looking over. Mate, job is a shambles. They're using every bottom feeder in the industry. Non-EBA, no safety, no concern for the boys. Not a bit of wonder they won the shit farm. I'm telling you that now. I'll tell you, oh mate, absolute bottom feeders.
Well, Jimmy will straighten them out, won't he?
Jimmy's doing a sterling job out there. I have to say, he's out there giving the members 110%.
You think the builders will start to realise the cheapest isn't always the best. The job blows out, takes longer, and they have incidents, and it's just shit ass. Don't always go for the cheapest.
That's right. Clean job is a safe job and a well-run job.
All right, we move into Scallywags.
Scallywags. Yep, we'll put Island Brown in there. I was out of a job yesterday. No traffic management, right next to a bus stop, across the road from a train station. They've got trucks coming in, piling going on, gates open. Anyone can walk in or out. It's just, and it's near a community basketball centre. So they've got no traffic management on any gates whatsoever. So we went out there and they should have fixed that up. We'll go out there today and double check.
And ADCO?
ADCO. Just throw ADCO in. Same old. And
what's old mate's name that's come off the interchange, Benz?
Shinfields.
Shitfield.
Yeah, Shitfield. Yeah, another one. Just doesn't take any responsibility for anything.
Nah.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
I'd put BMD in there.
BMD, of course.
BMD. For their
Well, old mate Jimmy will sort it out. Don't worry about that, mate.
The Pommy King.
The Pommy King. God love him. Leave him alone. Suki Lala.
Well, you'd have to put Adco in there, wouldn't you?
Oh, you'd have to.
Minicon would be sooking up today too, wouldn't they?
Well, they were yesterday. I don't know about today. Minicon, yes. And I think that might do it. Yeah. All right. All right, boys. So we're going to give the Scallywag to, I reckon, BMD.
Yeah, I'd go, Scallywag.
BMD, down Werribee Shit Farm.
Yeah.
Breaking down all rules and conditions down there.
Correct.
Excuse me. And the Sookie, I will give it the shit field from
Adco.
Well done, mate.
All right. So
Done well.
Are we all happy with that?
Yeah, happy with that.
I'm ecstatic about that.
Okay, so we'll go at the same old way. Dare to struggle.
Dare to win.
And if you don't fight,
you lose.
And it's good morning for the Concrete Gang, and we're going out with
Big Old Jet Airliner by the Steve Miller Band.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au. You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.